Once you have created your participant list and your question list, you're ready to start polling. The first step is to insert the transmitter into the USB slot of the computer you'll be using. Next, hand the clickers out to your students. If you have decided to track individual student performance, make sure to give the correct clicker to the correct student. Open Turning Point Anywhere. Click on Polling Assistant. Here you can select the participant list and the question list. Use the drop-down arrow to select the question list you want to load. If the question list is saved elsewhere on your computer and is not in this list, click Browse to find it. Do the same for the participant list. If you are not tracking individual student performance, choose Anonymous. When you're done, click Poll. That window will disappear and the polling window will open up. To get back to the polling assistant, close the polling window by clicking on the X. If for some reason the polling window is minimized like this, you can make it large again by clicking on this square. When you're ready to start polling, click on the Play button. The first question will open in a larger window. Once each student has answered, click on Stop. As the students answer the questions, you will see that the number of responses will change. I have 3 clickers, so I will only have 3 responses. Once all the students have answered, click on this button. If you'll remember, when I created my questions, I chose for a correct answer indicator to appear after all the students have answered the question. You can see that there is a check mark here next to the correct answer. Hit play to go to the next question. To display a graph of the responses, click on the bar graph icon at the bottom of the polling window. Here a bar graph will come up which shows the percentage of students who answered each question. When you're done polling, you can choose to generate a report of the responses. To do this, click on the drop-down arrow at the bottom left of the polling window. Go to Tools, Reports. In the Available Reports field, click on the drop-down arrow to select the type of report you want to generate. For this, I'm going to choose Individual Results. Here you can see the individual results for each student. Here is the device ID of the clicker, the student's name, the questions, their response, the time it took the student to answer the question, and the questions themselves. You could choose different types of reports to view. For example, you can choose Results by Question. Here you will have a report of the question, the correct answer, and the percentage of students who answered it correctly or incorrectly. To save this report, just click on Save. When you're done, you can close out of all these windows. This will take you back to the polling assistant. As you can see, there is a yellow exclamation point at the top of the polling assistant. This means that the current session contains unsaved data. You may want to save or reset it. If you want to save the data from the session, go ahead and hit Save Session. If you want to reset the session, click on Reset Session. If you want to re-poll your students and scratch the last results, then it is best if you click on Reset Session. However, regardless of which option you choose, you will still be able to access the report you just saved. I chose to reset the session, but as you can see, if I click on the report that I saved, I can still access the information to analyze at a later time.